I wish I had arrived sooner so I could have aided in his destruction, as I so burned to do. But I will not begrudge you this great deed. I have seldom seen man, elf, or dwarf show such courage and skill. Together you will do much good, and next time I will be there to do what I can.
Oh, hello again. Don't mind me. Speaking with you got me dreaming of the old days. Dwarves, elves, and men fighting against orcs and goblins. Those were glorious times.
What need could have driven you from distant Erebor to Imladris?
I came at the bidding of my lord, King Dane. My son Gimli and a few companions came with me. For all paths grow dangerous under the spread of the shadow. With the enemy seeking news of Bilbo, Dane thought we should come to Elrond for counsel. I never imagined what I'd learn when we got here, but it may be wise to say no more.
Elrond confided in us that Frodo bears the One Ring.
Alas, that we should live in such times. Well, Frodo knows what he must do. If I were younger, I'd go with him. But we must each serve where we are most needed, even as you must, with such friends as you trust.
And where do you think I could be of the most service?
That's plain as the beard on my face. It's right here, of course. You've uncovered a deadly enemy in this Agandaur. As long as he's free to carry out Sauron's will, he'll gather more orcs, goblins, and trolls to his banner. Rivendell, the Shire, the Brelands, no place will be safe from his wrath. He must be stopped.
Sauron's attention will be focused largely on the south. If we thwart his plans here, he will be distracted. That could prove a benefit to the Ringbearer.
That's my thoughts upon the matter, too. Be the stinging fly in the ointment, as it were. Only this fly's sting will be deadly. And it's time to be about your business. Goodbye, and good luck to you.
Andriel, it is good to see you safely returned to Imladris. I am well pleased to say we outwitted our enemies and returned with the items you sought from the Etenwars. Thank you. You have brought these in good time, for we have made barely enough Miraval for present need, and now there is none to spare. With these supplies, I can replace what has been given away. And as I promised, I have kept aside a flask for you. Miraval is potent. Thus, I would advise you to keep this against a time when you're sorely hurt and your strength of will falters. Drink of it then, and you will be restored. Thank you, lady. I shall put this to good use. I have seen you in many moods, Lady Arwen, and I sense that something is troubling you. How may I help? You have done much already, but I will lay my problem before you. For many years, I have worked secretly upon a banner for Estelle, for Aragorn. It is my hope he will bear it triumphantly into Gondor, and the time is right for him to reclaim his heritage. This must be a banner like no other, and must endure for the ages. To that end, I am using the most precious of metals, mithril. Our most skilled smith, Angmir, has drawn mithril into thread for me. The embroidery is nearly done, but as careful as I have been, I fear what I have may not be enough to complete the design. I have heard of no place where mithril can be found save in the distant and forbidding mines of Moria. Is there another way to find it? It is true, there is nowhere in Middle-earth where mithril might still be mined other than Moria. Yet in ages past, quantities of this precious metal made their way by trade and gift to many other places in the world.
Yes, and the orcs also value it. They were long in possession of Moria. No doubt some quantity of mithril has passed forth into the world through their foul hands.
Still, it seems there is little hope that more mithril can be found in so short a time. What exists in the world is likely considered too precious to part with.
It seems my fate to travel far and frequently, and what cannot be obtained in peace may sometimes be seized as spoils of war. Should I find mithril in my forays against the enemy, it will be yours.
That is a noble offer. I would not ask you to go into such danger for this alone, for it may yet prove that I already have all that I require. Still, it would ease my mind, and I would see that you are well rewarded for your courage and generosity. May Elbereth watch over you and keep you safe.
Gundabad awaits us.
And what should we expect when we reach Mount Gundabad?
I can tell you little. The stronghold of Gundabad is carved into a great mountain peak covered in snow and ice. We rarely fly that far north because of the treacherous winds and blizzards that howl from the frozen wastes beyond. It is an ancient abode of enemies, and we must approach it with the greatest caution.
Perhaps Gundabad is an impossible task.
3 alone cannot hope to stand against all the orcs of Gundabad. Only stealth will serve you. We must search out a secret way that will not pit you directly against your foes, or you will stir up a hornet's nest such as you cannot imagine. I have seen you 3 triumph against desperate odds. If you cannot find a way, then no one can. My companions and I will be there to help as best we may, but once you enter the confines of Gundabad, there will be little that we can do.
I will bear that in mind. Farewell. I hope we reach our destination soon, or this weather may prove more deadly than the orcs.
Take heart! We are nearly there, and this snowfall will hide us from the eyes of the enemy below.
Balaram, look! Above the mountain!
Set us down. We can attempt to find a way into the mountain under the cover of this storm.
There is little chance of that, with those creatures keeping watch from above. Once we land you, my comrades and I will draw off the beasts.